back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 video today. And so today is definitely going to be an interesting day because I honestly thought this day would actually never come to the channel, let alone my life of 20 years of being a custom content addict. But today is that day, and I decided to delete my mods folder with all my custom content and just start anew, start clean, and see what it was like, play the game full on vanilla and play rags to riches. Sounds kind of crazy, but if you guys want to go ahead and follow my journey of rags to riches with no mods and no CC, be sure to check out my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/SpringSims. The link is down below in the description and at the pinned comments as well. And we're getting close to 10,000 followers, so if you want to follow me there, that would be really great. I would gladly appreciate it. Follow me on that journey of the struggle town of being poor. But then again, it might be called rags to homeless. We'll see which one comes first. We might be homeless, but we might not be rich, but we're living in rags right now. But as of right now, you can see this lovely sim right here, Bradley McAlister II. You might recognize him. He is from my Get Together LP from ages ago, but I wanted to bring him back because he had a very intricate storyline that I want to expand on with all the new packs that we've had come to play in The Sims 4 and see what I could definitely do with it. And surprisingly, he's doing quite well for himself, but the whole backstory that I wanted to tell you guys in this video is that Bradley McAlister II, he's a descendant of Omar McAlister II and also Gregory McAlister I. And this is his father, Omar McAlister, and his mother, Esther McAlister. And they both died. Esther died by steam because she's a very fancy sim and loves going to the spa every single Sunday. And she has some enemies that she has to, pay back, but didn't. And when she didn't pay back a certain sim, Eliza Pancakes, lo and behold, she died, and she overheated in the sauna and died that way. But then with Omar, he died by pufferfish, and lo and behold, you would think, a sim would know what they're allergic to. Yeah, he died by pufferfish, which he was allergic to, so he died that way. A dumb sim. You would think he would be allergic, but no. Gregory didn't tell his own son what he was allergic to, because back then, you just didn't discuss those things when you were rich. You were like, just brush it off, you'll be fine. But that's exactly what Bradley's family is right now. I did not add his grandfather or his great-grandfather because I felt like it was just not necessary, but I did want to include that little, tidbit there for you all to just understand where I'm coming from. And with Brad, he's always been rich. He was born rich, always had money, always had things, to his disposal, and never really actually had to work for something that he wanted. So with Brad right now, he actually attended Bridechester University with his now wife, Emila McAlister II, which is actually over here programming some stuff or on the toilet right now. But with Brad, he's always had a life where he's had things, but whenever he found out, when he found out his second term of university, he found out his parents died all so suddenly, and he was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know what happened, but he kind of brushed it off because that's kind of the McAlister way. I mean, granted, he was sad for a couple days, as all Sims are, or how all, people are in general. You're sad for so long, you have to grieve. And when he found out his parents died, he just didn't really know how to process that, and he just kind of brushed it off a little bit here and there. And since then, he's, been taking one step at a time and seeing where, things can take him. And so after a couple of days of just doing some things for the business, because the McAlister family is a very wealthy family, like the Landgrabs and the Goss family, and they had a very, very successful lodging business in Windenburg. And since the recent passing, and with Brad being, a Neanderthal and not really actually doing things of being a real business person, he kind of thought, oh, we'll be fine. I'll be rich forever. And the next few days after the parents' death, he found out that the stock market crashed, the Sims stock market crashed. All the employees at his job quit. And then also the factory caught on fire. And then after that, all his money was gone from his banking account because all the investors pulled back all the money they invested in the McAlister lodging business. And so he ended up being very, very poor in the end. And mostly with Emila, she is her ride or die. And Amelia has always been there for Brad since the very beginning, since this whole thing has been happening with him. And honestly, when Amelia was like there for him, she was like, I will be there for you until thick and thin. I'll be there for the rest of your life. And no matter what, I will help you to get back to where you were. And Brad was a non-committal sim, but he kind of actually had that, that love, kindness, and heartness that he wanted to, step forward and see how it would be like to be in a relationship. And so when he got a little bit more closer to Amelia, I wanted to take away the non-committal cast trait and make him more of a bit of a romantic. And that is what I wanted him to be for the rest of his life. And so now that he's romantic, they got married right after college. And since being poor, he was forced to live on the streets. He couldn't really go back to his house because it was foreclosure. And if being foreclosed at your house is not a good thing. So him and Amelia was like, hey, let's go ahead and pack up our things, see what we can really get, sell our stuff, and move to Windenburg. And so that is technically what they did. They moved to Windenburg, and they currently have been living off the land, seeing what they could do to make some money. Amelia has been hacking or doing some programming on the side for a little bit because she has a programming level 3, but she also has fishing level 4. And I want to be able to work on her handiness skill and also her archaeology skill as well, just so we have a bit of knowledge when it comes to excavating and, authenticating some new things when it comes to, just the whole, like, being poor and being, like, rags to riches type of way. And that's what we're doing as of right now. She's really trying to, like, make sure that she has, I don't know, just, like, she wants to be a, beacon of light for Brad. So she's, like, making sure that she stays positive every single day, no matter what, even though she is very sad and it has low social. I want to make sure that she's there for Brad no matter what. So I'm going to actually have him come down here and probably cozy up with Amelia because I think it'd be kind of a nice thing to do. Come on, cozy up. I know what you want to. Okay, there we go. But I really just like how the relationship has blossomed over the years. And it's just like nice to see that Brad's officially happy, even though he doesn't have all the things he has ever wanted and the things that he's always been given is not there for him. He's just, genuinely happy with the life that he has now. Even though he's poor, he's just happy. And I can definitely see in his eyes. And I mean, Amelia's like not doing the best right now because with the whole predicament of just being poor, but also finding out that this might not be forever, because Brad was a player back in the day, and he's always been like, a go-getter of like, oh, I love you, but I don't love you. Like, he was non-committal. And he's like changing, but Amelia's still scared that might not be forever. Like, even though they got married, she's still scared that he might leave her. But I want Amelia to know that everything's gonna be all right. So I'm gonna actually have Brad over here. These Sims, I swear, they are wild. But I want to have Brad come over here, not woohoo, because we're poor. But I do want to go in and express our admiration towards Amelia to say, hey, I know you're feeling down, but I wanted to tell you that I really do love you a lot, and I just want to make sure that you know that I'm here for you no matter what. And I kind of want to share that with her to know that whatever happens, I won't leave you. But I mean, with Amelia, she's always had that life where she's always been forgotten, or she's always been, on the back burner of things. Because when she was growing up back in Oasis Springs, which is like her favorite, neighborhood to live in, she's not had the best life. Like, she grew up in a single parent household. Parents weren't always around, so he was basically always like going from friend house to friend house, like living with them mostly. But she's basically had to grow up on her own and kind of just needed to see what she could do to be her own person. So like going to university by herself. Oh, what was that? Oh, you're warming yourself. I got distracted. But when she decided to go to university and kind of expand her knowledge, she had to apply for a student loan and also like actually had to do a lot of working around to get into Brightchester, because when she applied to Brightchester, she actually got rejected the first time and she needed to actually reapply again. So it took some time to really get accepted to her dream college and into her dream distinct degree. And she eventually wants to go back again, but at this current time, she doesn't really have the time, nor the patience, nor the money to actually go there. So, I mean, overall, at the end of the day, Brad's there for her, and so is Emila for Brad. And that is definitely okay. But Brad, let's have you actually go ahead and go back home so you can go pee and not pee on yourself, because she was doing too much. But we need to probably actually go out and about for a little bit in the morning, because we don't have any jobs, and I don't want to actually get any jobs until we're like fully prepared and we actually have money, you know? So until then, we shall wait and see, but I will probably go ahead and have them have some Betty Bites and sleep. Emila, are you okay? She is like, I'm out. We too much. I'm broke and I'm poor. We already homeless and I don't got time for that. So I'm just going to sleep on the floor like a homeless person in The Sims 4. Wait, she's too sad to woohoo. That's kind of funny. We're going to wake up real quick. So you need to wake up my friend and go to bed. There we go. But let's do auto lights, because this is like, we are broke. We don't have money like that. But I need to go and sell all of these little goldfish because we don't really technically need them. And I eventually want to have like a fish collection. And each generation that we have, I want to be able to like utilize that and make sure that we have, all these different things as a collectible item. So since it's still fall time, I'm going to place it on carrot the plant and sell the rest of them, and all the fish, we don't really need them. And the basil, we already technically have per se, but I will place down another one and then sell the rest of them. And that's, my friends, is how we do it. And I want to show people that, hey, you don't need CC or mods to actually play your game and do things. Like, you can actually use the in-game content and use your imagination and just see what you can definitely do. Like, honestly, you basically have to play the game and use your imagination to make it fun for you. And that's what I try to do every single day for myself, especially when I make new Sims every single day. Because I definitely do that for sure. 3 hours? Low social, 14 hours? I don't think so. Bro, come out here. Actually, no, you need to make some food, because it's time to eat. Yeah, because you're low on hunger and you're low on social. Both of them are, honestly, for the majority of their days living here, they're usually low on hunger and low on social. So they don't technically have a lot of friends, per se, to talk to, and a lot of, people to hang out with on a day-to-day basis. Oh, never mind. Wait, it's been I've been thinking about maybe opposites attract. This is kind of crazy, but let's go have lunch at the old salt house and see if this gets spicy. I'm sorry. No, I is be the wed. I is married. I don't think so. But we need to probably go and actually eat that little food there. And I might talk to Carlos. I might give him a little bit of a chatty chat and invite him over, per se, because I think it'd be kind of a good way to make some friends for the both of us. And maybe actually be an interesting sim, but he'll be right over, which is really good. Oh, take your food with you. Yeah, there we go. Now we're making some friends. Oh, kiss, kiss, darling, kiss, kiss. But he looks so cool. We're gonna ask for his advice, and then we're gonna probably complain about the sunny weather, of course, because why not? And then we're going to enthuse about the meal. Oh, he's childish. Really? I wouldn't expect nothing less from him. Because he looks very childish to me. Wearing that mustache, very skeptical about who he is as a sim. Oh, so he's jealous and childish? Who do you live with and why? That's a little bit scary. But hey, it is what it is, and as long as we have our needs up, fully ready, we are fine. However, she's not doing all right with her hygiene, so maybe we might have Brad go out a little bit and do something for him. For his little relaxation. So let's probably go to, I might actually go and attend, because I want to go to Brightchester, but then I feel like there's nothing there for us. But we'll probably just go ahead and actually go to the Silver Glades, because there are some cool things over there that I do want to check out, like the fishing, the pond area, some certain things that I necessarily just adore the most. So I think it'd be kind of a good way to kind of just see what else is there. The more frogs, the more little special fish we collect, the better. So we're going to go over here to the Jensen household, because there's a child there, people that we can actually talk to, and also the tree. So now that we have arrived in the Silver Glades, I do have to say that this world has to be hands down one of my ultimate favorites. Even though I don't travel here that often in my other current households, I do have to say that when you're like doing rags to riches, or like the 100 baby challenge or the 300 baby challenge, or pretty much any challenge in general that revolves around money making or just making money in general, I definitely recommend going to like SpringSims, the Forgotten Grotto, the Silver Glades, or just making money however you want to make money, because like when it comes down to money with like not a traditional job, it's kind of hard to find certain things that normally don't give you a lot of money, but over time it does. Like snapdragons, of course. Like snapdragon flowers don't cost a lot of money, but it gives you a lot of money when you collect them and harvest them and sell them. It definitely adds up when you like collect every single little thing. Like when you get one piece of item that costs 10,000 mullions, you basically hit the jackpot. So I'm thinking that we might actually go back to Selvadorada today and probably like call it up without dying this time, because last time when I played, we almost died, which was not a good thing. So yeah, hopefully Brad doesn't die and we don't have to bring him back with Ambrosia. This time we'll pay attention to him and not leave him in the dust, you know, dying. Let's just hope they just don't die. I honestly just don't want my Sims to die right now, because if they do, we is going to struggle. And I just realized that we left our little authentication table at home. So that's a little bit bad on my part. So I did a little bit of sprucing up around here. I did add a stove over here for us, so we can cook things if we make a remedy or something like that. And I also added, oh no, I just added a stove. That was it. And a table over there, which I kind of want to add some chairs to it, but as of right now, not really important. But let's go and go to the local little center area and buy ourselves some little, some collectibles so we can get them prepared for the jungle. What is that? Grilled cheese ready to eat? Oh, that is not safe. I don't want to clear the table, but we're going to come down here real quick. Ooh. So welcome to the jungle, Bradley. Some handy adventure items have been placed in your inventory as a part of the rental package. Oh, so did Brad get them? Oh, he did. Okay, good. So Brad actually has them. But who has the highest, like, okay, you have better needs. Brad doesn't. So we're going to give Emila Brad's item so Emila can go out and do the things that she needs to do. So we'll give you the machete, and then we'll give you the spider repellent as well. And we'll just buy them as we need them. So we're gonna come down here. Hopefully we can get some good foods. We'll get the liquid rush, and then we'll buy the little foodie food here. And then we'll buy the flour, because that might come in handy later. I don't think there's any more collectibles that we need around here. Oh, an avocado tree. Oh, let's go over here, teleport here. And then we're gonna harvest that. Please harvest it, please. There we go. Now we're gonna harvest a tree, and I think that's pretty much it up here that we can definitely get around in this general area. Oh, and over here, I keep on forgetting there's more stuff up here, so we're gonna excavate that, and then we're going to go ahead. Oh, there's more trees over here. Avocado tree, harvest that one, and then is there? Oh, there's more back here. So we'll do all of that for you. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a speed through this whole thing, and I will probably pick up back when we are technically in the temple, most likely. So while Emila was going through the whole, chopping the vines with her machete, I actually got this notification in an unrestricted area that technically we haven't gone through yet in my own personal gameplay, but it says Emila is blazing a trail through the thick jungle when she comes across a distressed archaeologist who seems to have dropped her bag in quicksand. Should Emila stop to help? I mean, she can keep walking, but she can also fish out the bag, which would probably be a good idea. Ooh, use a flower stem to retrieve the bag. I feel like we should probably actually use our flower stem, which probably a good, probably a good point. Okay, good. So Emila has a flash of inspiration and pulls out a large flower out of her bag. Sims logic. She snags the bag strap on the stem of the flower and pulls with all her might. The bag and the flower go flying to the sky. The flower lands in a patch of mud, but the bag lands next to Emila completely intact. The archaeologist is grateful that she gives Emila a cool artifact. Ooh, what type of artifact? Oh, what is it? Oh, is it this? Oh. Ooh, what's that? Hit to High Point. Reaching new heights makes one feel they can accomplish anything. Oh, that's really cool. I've actually never really been to this general area of the Selva Dorada because I've had jungle adventures since the very beginning, and I never really actually explored every single like locked little bridge temple thing. So this is like my first like impression of everything, which is crazy. So what did we actually get? Oh, we got 320 simoleons. Oh, so we got some simoleons and put some adventure gear in our inventory. Okay, good. So we can actually extract the fossil. What is that one? Ooh, okay, we'll sell that one instead. And I want to go ahead and actually excavate this. And then I'm going to go and excavate that. And I currently have Brad. He's currently back at the little site sleeping because he's a very uncomfortable, might I add. Like his needs are just out of control. So I'm going to actually have him... Oh, I can't even take care of himself? That's weird. I thought I could. I guess not. But since we're like here with Emila, I feel like she has like the most knowledge when it comes to the jungle, because when she was a kid, she used to always come to the jungle with her parents, like on vacation. The bees. But she used to come to the jungle on vacation with her family all the time for like a little fun get together or whatever. Exploration. And I think she has like the more knowledge, even though like her traits or her skills don't show it. She has more of a background knowledge when it comes to like certain things like this. And like she has learned time and time again that, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. And you gotta be careful in what you do around the jungle. So she's been trying to learn her ways, even though it's been like a couple of years since she's been in the jungle with her parents or like by herself. She wants to be able to like tell Brad like, hey, do this and you'll be fine, that type of thing. And we probably should go to the bathroom sometime soon because we're a little bit hungry, we're a little bit tired, and we do have to go to the bathroom. So maybe once we get up here, we'll use this little fertilized bush here. We'll fertilize that bush, and good thing we actually have this grilled cheese ready to eat thing. Good thing I bought that because I was like, oh no, we are gonna starve. So we'll go to the bathroom and we'll eat that while we're here. But can we just take a moment? Selva Dorada is so beautiful. I don't know, when it rains it looks cool, but also just like in any weather it looks amazing. Also, what is that? I just now noticed that little statue up there. Interesting. Who would have thought? But Emila just looks so like ready and confident right now. It's like, I can conquer literally anything in the world. No one can stop me. I'm gonna have the best time of my life. But chop it up with your machete, please. Oh, so Emila, realized that the plasma bat bait in her pocket would serve as a perfect distraction for the carnivorous plant words. She releases the flies and vines slither away, trying to eat them all. The treasure is hers. Oh, what did she get? Yeah, travel to the temple. But I wonder what she actually got though, because that's like kind of cool when you think about it, because like, ooh, what does she get? How is she gonna like actually function? Is it money? Is it actual treasure worth over 10,000 simoleons? Because with the jungle, it's honestly unpredictable on what you can actually collect. It could be 500 simoleons, it could be 10 simoleons, it could be 10,000 simoleons. Like, you honestly just do not know what you could actually get in the jungle. So I recommend honestly getting jungle adventures if you're looking forward to like a way of making money easy, get rich quick scheme type of way, but still not cheating though. But what does she get though? Oh, she's 10 for being chased from the jungle. Oh, goodness gracious. But what does she get? Are you serious? Oh my, you guys, we just hit the jackpot. A skull, diamond, gold, Pershera, which is over 10,000 simoleons. Best believe I'm going to sell that. We are now rich, basically. That's a cool thing. Money, love that for us. But we're gonna go down here and actually probably go to the caves, maybe. Not the caves, technically the caves, but we're gonna probably go ahead and examine this over here. Yeah, examine that so we don't have to get ourselves killed. Because we do not have ourselves a little potion to collect, because if we get poisoned and we die, that's not good. Also, why does this one little object remind me of the Legend of the Hidden Temple show from Nickelodeon from like the 90s? Only true fans of that 90s show will remember. But we can bring Brad here though, which is very interesting. Because his knees are great. So maybe we can like replace him. So bring Brad here. And he should be around here actually. So Brad, come over here. And I might have Amelia probably go back home because her knees are a little bit terrible. Like her social's like is awful. And she might need to get some sleep. So we'll have her examine this first. And see what she can get. And Brad, where are you going? Don't do that. Put that in your inventory, please. How long does it take you to actually examine this? Okay, there we go. Now she's good. So let's go activate this. And I'm pretty sure it might be the arrowhead one. Arrowhead. Nope. This one. Hey, we got it. Okay, so we'll have her go back to the lodging. Have her do that instead. And then Brad, let's have you go downstairs. Oh, snap. No. Hold up. We need to actually, before she leaves, we need to take her stuff because I kind of want to stay down here because there's an archaeology workbench down here, which we definitely do need to like put in here. So Brad, take all of those so you can keep them and find out what they are and how much they are worth, because if they're worth over 10,000, best believe we'll be taking them for the keeps and selling them for shoresies. So I'm going to keep all of those, putting those in Brad's inventory. Hopefully he doesn't die down here, but technically we have the tent down here, so we could technically place it down here, keep it for ourselves, and sleep down here if we need to for the next day. But Brad, let's have you come down here. Oh, that's a lot of stuff here, man. But we need him to examine every single last one of these, because if we get one thing wrong, we might die, which isn't a good thing. And I wonder what's in here, though. It seems rather small, and I don't think it's like another level. So Brad, where are you at? Come downstairs. Learn some stuff, please. So while he examines all of that really quickly, honestly. And I realize that when your Sims are focused, it's great. And what is Bonehilda doing? Are you okay, sir? I don't think he is. Ooh. Make a sun offering. I feel like that's the right one. I'm gonna risk it and see if it is, but I'm pretty sure it might not be. I don't know if it is or not, but it might be. But he has level 3, so he might be right. Be right, please. Hey, you know, when you guessed right, you guessed right, and this should be the last level. It is. Oh wait, never mind, it's not. There's more. But wait, there's more. So this might be examine this one and examine that one too. Man, who would have thought? More levels, but at least we have unlocked all of this, and we'll probably end up staying down here for like a night or two to go ahead and excavate all these little sites here, so we can collect whatever's here and have them. Ooh, arrowhead probably. Maybe arrowhead. 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 I was right. Look at me go. Examine that too. I forgot, honestly, how entertaining it is to play with jungle adventures like this, because I like playing stuff like this and like going to the temples, examining stuff, making sure things are right. So like it's kind of cool to see like how things are done. So eat this, the mushberry. Now you're inspired. Activate that one, and there we go. Now Amelia can go back. Now what did we unlock? Oh, the last level. Perfect. Okay, good. So this one, open that chest and then open this chest, and that should give us so much money. Like a lot of money when you think about it, because when you're at the last level, that's where the most treasure is at. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, Brad Lee found some wondrous items for the treasure chest. He took an artifact and some adventure gear to put in his inventory. Nice. What do we get? Oh, good. So we got some waterfall in a bottle and an unauthenticated Omi skin statue. So did we get this one? Oh, temple exploration incomplete. Bradley, 3,000 simoleons? Are you, what? Wow. Bradley found the ultimate treasure of the temple. He should take a look around for other discoveries before leaving. That is very true. But you guys, we got a sprout sapphire gold piercer for 9,000 simoleons. We selling that. We now have 25,000 simoleons, and we are currently in the second level of our aspiration, and we only need like 4,000-ish simoleons more until we get 20k in reserves, and we have a lot way to go for earning 25,000 simoleons. So we got some time to be around here. Where are you going? Don't back float. we got things to do, sir. But I think what I'm gonna do is probably wrap it up here. I've been recording for over an hour without realizing it, apparently. But I had a lot of fun today for this little, like, small little episode here. It was so much fun, like, recording, playing the game vanilla, see what I could do without mods and CC. And to be honest, I kind of want to play again with my, like, another current household, or eventually, like, play a little bit more off camera with this household and seeing what I can definitely do. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please go ahead and know down in the comments below, as always, would you guys like to see more of this household and see how far they have progressed in their life, money-wise, relationship-wise, and family-wise? And if you do, like this video, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell to be notified to when I upload a brand new video to the channel, so you can be part of the Spring Elite Notification Squad, as always. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!